Welcome to the Hollywood Secrets Information. In this video, we are diving into the golden age of epic cinema to remember the beloved actors from Cecil B. DeMille's iconic 1956 masterpiece The Ten Commandments. This film wasn't just a box office giant, it became a cultural monument, filled with unforgettable performances and legendary actors. But behind the glory and grandeur, many of these stars have tragically passed away, leaving behind stories of fame, struggle, and a lasting legacy. So, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel because we're uncovering the lives and final moments of 12 beloved Ten Commandments actors who have tragically passed away. 1. Charlton Heston. Charlton Heston's portrayal of Moses became one of the most iconic roles in film history. With a commanding presence and thunderous voice, Heston gave spiritual weight to the role that earned him legendary status. After the Ten Commandments, Heston continued his rise with films like Ben-Hur, Planet of the Apes, and El Cid. But later in life, Heston faced a quiet battle. In 2002, he announced he was diagnosed with symptoms consistent with Alzheimer's disease. He faded from the spotlight and died at the age of 84 in 2008. Hollywood mourned the loss of one of its epic heroes. 2. Yul Brynner. As the proud and stubborn Pharaoh Ramesses, Yul Brynner brought intensity and charisma to the role. His performance stood as a powerful counterpart to Heston's Moses. Bald and bold, Brynner was already famous for The King and I, but the Ten Commandments solidified him as a screen titan. Tragically, Yul Brynner died from lung cancer in 1985. A lifelong smoker, he recorded a posthumous public service announcement urging people to avoid cigarettes. His legacy lived on not only in film but in his candid warning to future generations. 3. Anne Baxter. As Queen Nefertiti, Anne Baxter embodied seductive elegance and emotional complexity. She was already an Oscar winner for The Razor's Edge and known for her chilling role in All About Eve. Her career spanned decades, from Hollywood's golden age to television roles. Sadly, in 1985, the same year Yul Brynner died, and Baxter suffered a brain aneurysm in New York and passed away a few days later at just 62. Her sudden death shocked fans and marked the loss of a true classic beauty. 4. Edward G. Robinson. Edward G. Robinson, known for his gangster roles in films like Little Caesar, took a different turn as Dathan, the corrupt Hebrew betrayer in the Ten Commandments. Though not DeMille's first choice due to his political past, Robinson proved himself invaluable. His career was marred by the Hollywood blacklist, yet he remained a force in cinema. Near the end of his life, Robinson battled cancer. He passed away in 1973, just days before receiving a posthumous honorary Oscar, a long overdue recognition of his immense talent. 5. John Derek. As the brave and loyal Joshua, John Derek brought youth and sincerity to the Ten Commandments. Off-screen, he gained attention for his striking looks and high-profile relationships, including his marriage to Bo Derek. Derek eventually left acting for directing, often helming films starring his wife. However, his later career failed to match his earlier fame. He died of heart disease in 1998. Despite a controversial personal life, his role as Joshua remains one of his most beloved. 6. Vincent Price. Vincent Price played Baca, the sinister master builder with a flair for cruelty. Known for his deep voice and aristocratic presence, Price was the master of horror, starring in countless spooky classics. Outside of film, Price was an art expert and gourmet cook, a man of many talents. Sadly, he died from lung cancer and Parkinson's complications in 1993. He was widely respected not just as an actor, but as a cultured and generous soul. 7. Deborah Paget. Deborah Paget, as the enslaved but pure-hearted Lilia, captured the hearts of millions with her emotional depth and beauty. A rising star in the 1950s, she also appeared in Love Me Tender with Elvis Presley and other historical epics. Paget left Hollywood in the 1960s after a brief marriage and embraced a private, spiritual life. She passed away quietly in December 2024, at the age of 91, leaving behind a legacy of grace both on and off the screen. 8. Cedric Hardwicke. Cedric Hardwicke portrayed Sethi, the aging pharaoh torn between love and duty. A Shakespearean actor with a noble voice, Hardwicke had a prolific career on stage and screen, even being knighted for his contributions to theater. He died in 1964 following a series of health issues, including emphysema. Though largely associated with historical and dramatic roles, Hardwicke's portrayal of Sethi remains a standout in his filmography, a performance filled with gravitas and heartbreak. 9. Judith Anderson. As Memnet, the nursemaid who knew Moses' true identity, Judith Anderson delivered a small but powerful performance. Best known for her role as Mrs. Danvers in Rebecca, Anderson was a formidable stage and screen actress. She worked well into her 80s and was made a Dame Commander of the British Empire for her theatrical work. She died peacefully in 1992 at the age of 94, after a career that spanned more than 6 decades. 10. Nina Foch. Nina Foch played Bethiah, the compassionate Egyptian princess who raises Moses as her own son. Her performance was tender and moving, showing the emotional core of the film. Foch continued acting into the 2000s and also taught film directing at USC. She passed away from complications related to myelodysplastic syndrome in 2008. A respected actress and teacher, she left a lasting impact on generations of performers. 11. Martha Scott. Martha Scott, as Moses' biological mother Jochebed, brought grace and sorrow to her role. Her tearful scene placing baby Moses into the river remains one of the film's most heart-wrenching moments. She previously starred in Our Town and was Oscar-nominated for the role. Scott enjoyed a long career on stage and screen. She passed away in 2003, having lived a full life both artistically and personally. 12. Henry Wilcoxon. Though his role in the Ten Commandments was smaller, Henry Wilcoxon was DeMille's go-to actor in epics like Cleopatra and Unconquered. In the Ten Commandments, he portrayed Pentor, a military commander and loyal Egyptian. Behind the scenes, he served as associate producer and helped with editing, making him a crucial part of DeMille's team. He passed away in 1984 after a stroke, respected as both an actor and filmmaker. These 12 unforgettable actors from the Ten Commandments brought power, elegance, and soul to one of the greatest epics of all time. Though they have passed on, their performances live forever on screen, immortalized in a film that continues to inspire audiences worldwide. From larger-than-life heroes to nuanced supporting characters, their contributions remain a cornerstone of cinematic history. If you enjoyed this look back at old Hollywood, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the legends of the silver screen. Thanks for watching.